Hello and welcome to MarinAura. Here are the latest maritime accidents and incidents reported around the world. Let's get started. Min Jiang Kou, 22 crew abandoned ship after engine room fire. The vehicle carrier Min Jiang Kou suffered an engine room fire about 630 nautical miles off Costa Rica. The crew initially contained the fire, but later reported renewed smoke and abandoned the vessel. All 22 crew members were rescued by the merchant vessel Jin Hai Ping, with no injuries or pollution reported. MSC Silvana VIII, Containership sinks off Zhoushan. The containership MSC Silvana VIII sank near Zhoushan, China, after grounding and suffering progressive flooding. Several refloating attempts failed as water spread into the stern, engine room and cargo holds. Around 3,000 tons of fuel were removed before worsening weather further complicated recovery efforts. Primulus Seaways, RORO vessel refloated after grounding. The RORO cargo vessel Primulus Seaways ran aground in Terneuzen, Netherlands, with its bow against the riverbank. 3 tugs and a port tender successfully refloated the vessel after about 2 hours of operations. No injuries, pollution, or significant disruption to shipping traffic were reported. Dole Columbia, engine room fire at Port of Wilmington. The reefer vessel Dole Columbia suffered a generator fire in its engine room while berthed at the Port of Wilmington, USA. The crew sealed the compartment and activated the vessel's fixed firefighting system to contain the blaze. The fire was brought under control and all crew members were safe, with no injuries reported. Putri Yasmin, ferry fire leaves 1 dead. The passenger ferry Putri Yasmin caught fire while sailing through Indonesia's Lombok Strait from Bali to Lombok. Indonesian authorities launched a major rescue operation involving around 200 personnel and multiple vessels. 1 person died and 172 were rescued, while authorities continued investigating the cause and passenger numbers. Nawada Bhum, container ship crashes into Hooghly riverbank. The container ship Nawada Bhum struck a riverbank near Diamond Harbor, West Bengal, while navigating turbulent conditions. Strong currents and a suspected steering gear malfunction may have contributed to the vessel losing its course. No injuries were reported, and tugboats were preparing to refloat the grounded vessel at high tide. LFG Affluence, bulk carrier loses power near Santos. The bulk carrier LFG Affluence lost engine power while approaching the entrance to Brazil's port of Santos. The pilot deployed both emergency anchors, while 5 tugs assisted in stabilizing and towing the vessel. Ferry services between Santos and Guarujá were temporarily suspended, with no injuries, damage, or pollution reported. IOL Sapphire, crew member injured during repairs. The bulk carrier IOL Sapphire had a 3rd engineer injured by hot gases during repair work at Kollam Port, India. The seafarer suffered burns to his face and abdomen and was promptly taken to hospital. The vessel had been undergoing repairs after faults developed in 2 generators. Authorities are assessing the incident. Razi, toxic gas leak kills 9 shipbreaking workers. 9 workers were killed at a ship recycling yard in Chattogram, Bangladesh, after hydrogen sulfide gas escaped from a ballast tank of the vessel Razi. Several other workers were injured, and authorities suspended operations at the facility. The incident highlights the deadly risks of toxic gases and inadequate atmosphere testing during shipbreaking operations. SEA Spike Sunshine, collision at Chittagong Port. The tanker Sea Spike, carrying 33,000 tons of diesel, collided with anchored bulk carrier Sunshine amid strong tidal currents at Chittagong Port. Sea Spike suffered hull damage and water ingress, but emergency measures kept the vessel stable. No injuries or oil pollution were reported, and authorities launched an investigation into the collision. Anasa Zahab Jahan, 2nd collision at Chittagong. The bulk carrier Anasa collided with anchored bulk carrier Zahab Jahan while attempting to anchor at Chittagong Port. The incident occurred amid strong currents, but both vessels were separated and safely re-anchored. All 21 crew members were safe, with no injuries, pollution, or water ingress reported. Kapitan Shiryajan, machinery failure in Inakal Strait. The cargo vessel Kapitan Shiryajan became disabled after suffering a machinery failure near Kilitbahir in Turkey's Kanakal Strait. A pilot, rescue boat Kim 1 and tug Rescue 17 assisted the vessel during the emergency. The ship was safely towed to Dark Harbor. with no injuries or pollution reported. SLNC York, crew evacuated after severe flooding. The general cargo vessel SLNC York suffered uncontrolled flooding in its engine and mechanical rooms after a shaft seal failure in the Pacific. The crew attempted to control the water ingress but eventually issued a distress call and abandoned the vessel. All crew members were safely rescued by the LPG carrier Pacific Yantai, with no injuries reported. Arklow Falcon, cargo vessel runs aground in Dutch Canal. The general cargo vessel Arklow Falcon lost steering control and struck the bank while transiting the Ghent-Terneuzen Canal in the Netherlands. The vessel refloated under its own power about 50 minutes later and proceeded to Guskwe for inspection. No injuries, pollution, or significant disruption to canal traffic were reported. For detailed articles and full incident reports, check the links in the description. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow MarinAura for more maritime updates.